What's going on, everybody? Welcome back into the channel. It's Jake Reid, as always, and we got to update you guys mid-season for the face of the franchise and get you guys some more gameplay of the face of the franchise before we go ahead and jump into some other videos. So, first thing on the slate today, as you guys may notice, I had to edit my player a little bit, and so we changed my appearance just slightly because my fiance looked at my appearance and said, "That doesn't look like you," and so I had her come down and edit my appearance to look a little bit more like me. It looks a little bit better, not totally different from what we already had, but I just wanted to update you guys on that in case you thought, this player looks a little bit different than what we started with. Yeah, we updated it. I think I gotta edit him a little bit more because he doesn't look exactly like me. I think I need to fill out his face a little bit more, but aside from that, we switched up the appearance a little bit. Gear-wise, everything's the same, and then our team, important to note, is 3-5 through this part of the season. Now, that's due to a couple different factors. The offensive line is not playing very well, and the running back game has been a struggle because Kenyon Drake got injured week 1 and was out after that. So with that being said, here's the roster. Our roster is as follows. I'm up to an 87 overall, which is really nice halfway through the season. But the offensive line, I didn't notice this when I started. They lost a couple of their starters from last year. And so their best offensive lineman is Tunsil, but then everybody else is in the 60s from there. And so that's why we've been getting sacked a whole lot, and the team has been struggling because of it. But with that being said, our stats tell a different story. We're first in passing yards. We have a 101.6 passer rating halfway through the season, and aside from that 4 interception game to the Patriots, we've thrown very minimal interceptions, and we've done very well as a quarterback. So halfway through the season, we have 86 yards, 204 for 314, which gives us a 64% completion percentage. I'd like to get that up a little bit more, but that's not bad. And then an 18-7 touchdown to interception ratio. That's a close to 3-to-1 ratio, which is getting up there, which is where, like, that's kind of the minimum of where I want to be, is a 3-to-1 ratio. I'd like to be better than that. But as we continue to play on, I think we'll get better than that because we haven't been throwing a lot of interceptions. And with that being said, 335 passing yards per game. We did have a bye week already compared to some of the other top quarterbacks in the league. So if we go ahead and sort by NFL, you'll see that we lead the league in passing yards, but we average a lot more passing yards per game than the next guy, who's Aaron Rodgers, who is only slightly less than us. And I believe that's because he has had no bye week at this point, or he has had a bye week? Yeah, he has not had a bye week yet, and so he's averaging, maybe not, I don't know, maybe I'm confused. I don't know what I'm getting at with that, but we are leading the league in passing yardage. But as you know, a good baseline to compare ourselves against would be the next 2 guys, or next 3 guys would be Aaron Rodgers, Tom Brady, and Phillip Rivers. And so yardage wise, we stack up. Touchdown wise, we're lacking a little bit compared to them. If you go down to Russell Wilson, who's also very good, and you start to get into these kind of outside of the top 5 in stats quarterbacks, we're beating them in touchdowns aside from Drew Brees, which is really nice to see. So we're doing really well touchdown-wise. Interception-wise, we're a little high. I mean, we're kind of on par with Phillip Rivers, and, you know, to be honest, for a rookie, this is excellent compared to, you know, if you're leading the league in passing yards and interception-wise, you have those numbers down to, you know, Phillip Rivers level, you know, you're doing pretty well as a player. Completion percentage, like I said, is a little bit low compared to these guys like Aaron Rodgers at 72, Tom Brady at 70, but in the real NFL, somewhere around 65% is a really good completion percentage. So just because it's simulation, I think Aaron Rodgers and Tom Brady are having a really high completion percentage. In terms of passer rating, we're not necessarily that close to them. I think our biggest comparison here is Russell Wilson. I mean, we're really close to him in most of these stats. The only difference is that compared to these other guys, we've been sacked 21 times so far this year, and that's kind of, you know, a common theme. You can see the more you're sacked, the more interceptions you throw. Quite a few of the interceptions we have thrown have been us getting hit while we throw, and then the ball getting kind of popped up in the air. So Phillip Rivers has been sacked 28 times, and he's thrown 6 interceptions. If you look at Marcus Mariota, he's been hit 21 times and thrown 6. So us being hit 21 times and throwing 7 as a rookie, we're kind of, you know, above where we should be, and we're performing really well. So I'm excited moving forward. I want to show you guys team stats for us. Rushing wise, as you can see, Kenyon Drake has 407 rushing yards, which, you know, really isn't that bad at all things considered. If he had played those 4 games that he was injured, he probably would be, you know, up there in rushing yards compared to the rest of the league. Let's see where 407 stacks up compared to the rest of the league. So at 407, yeah, he's well behind the leaders like Ezekiel Elliott and stuff like that. But at 407, he's maybe, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Yeah, he's down here at the bottom of the league. Like 25th, 26th, maybe even 30th. I don't know. I stopped counting when I got all the way down here. But he is ahead of some guys, so I don't know. I think that he'd be doing pretty well, maybe middle of the pack if he had played those couple games. Maybe even close to top of the pack, because maybe, let's see, average per game. I believe he's doing really well in terms of average per game, yardage-wise. He's averaging 81, which is pretty high compared to a lot of these guys. 81, it would stack up near the top of the league. Yeah, as you can see, he'd be 4th probably in rushing yards if he played every single game. He's you know, 4th in yards per game. So doing really well as a running back, but the team's issues continue to stack up. A lot of fumbles, especially from the receivers. We've had a ton of fumbles so far this season, but getting a good help from, you know, guys like Albert Wilson, who's our slot wide receiver. He's leading the league with 824 receiving yards. So if we look at the rest of our team, we're getting help in the receiving department. We're having no trouble with the wide receivers. They're fumbling quite a bit, and Mike Gesicki is doing fantastic for us at tight end with 10 touchdowns. He's a great target down in the red zone. I'd really like to get Devontae Parker involved a little bit more, but he doesn't seem to get open very much. But that's just kind of how things are stacking up as we go. Let's go ahead and jump into our next game and see if we can get anything done against Andrew Luck. We're just going to roll with some base uniforms this week. We got our team up from a 68 to a 72, which is nice, but we're still very well behind everybody else. Alright, so QB comparison. We're ahead of Andrew Luck in terms of passing yardage. He's got a really good touchdown to interception ratio, though. Our defense has been struggling to stop anybody, and that's part of the reason why. It's just a combination of factors. It's hard for this team to win because I can have a really good offensive performance, but then, like, as you can see, we get behind 7-0 early, and we're trailing the entire game, or it's a close game the entire game, and then my team is just not as good, and so we don't pull out the win because, you know, Kenyon Drake goes down the field and fumbles or something like that. We got hit after the whistle there, or after we threw, so that's going to be rough in the passer. Okay, I'll take that. I threw a bad throw on that one, so.
From them, that's their team that the penalty's going against, but you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback. On 1st and 10, Reid.
There we go, Albert Wilson open. Nice little 13-yard gain. I've been trying to do a better job of getting toe tap. Oh, I thought he got his feet down. I've been trying to do a better job of getting the running back involved too. The more I hand Kenyon Drake off the ball, the more I'm realizing, you know, he actually can do some things if he gets some open space.
No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something.
Come on, get that first down. I don't think they're going to give it to him. Oh, they did give it to him. Nice.
Quite to the 35. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a 1st down.
Actually, we're going to run this one. I like the look.
On 1st down, Drake.
Yeah.
He'll get 3 down to the
Okay, 3-yard gain. He probably could have just fell forward for a couple extra yards, but he decided to do a juke move.
14 carries, 69 yards, and a touchdown. I can't remember the last time we did a game and a coach didn't talk about establishing the run first. But they've lost 2 straight games.
Like I said, Albert Wilson just gets open in the slot. Nobody's really able to cover him very well. Playing on all Madden, I mean, the defensive backs aren't much smarter this year than they were last year, which is something that I thought that they said they worked on, but doesn't seem like there's been much of a difference between last year and this year in terms of defensive players being intelligent.
Because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. The defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front, so when you talk with GMs who are putting together
Parker open, take that to the end zone. Let's go. All right, we'll tie it up 7-7. Hopefully our defense can get some stops this game and keep us in it. They've been really struggling to stop the enemy team. Yeah, as you can see, the other team just tends to go down and score on us real easy. Ooh, nice blocks. Only 4 on that, though. I've been trying to just mix in just about anything you could possibly think of in the run game. Oh, not what I wanted to do.
Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
On the give, this is Drake, and he'll fight forward maybe to the line of
5 rushes, 6 yards, not a good performance. I was talking him up before this too, and now he's not doing much.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this day.
Gesicki open over the middle. Nice catch. Gets down, doesn't fumble the ball. That's all I'm looking for out of my receivers. I can get them the ball, and they're doing fine catching it. I just really need them to not fumble the ball constantly like they've been doing.
Find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. There's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not play as a
catch that.
Maybe someone else.
Nice. Oh, and he's got blockers. He's going. Got hit as I throw, so it was a bit of a lob pass, but nice little play there by our team getting that up there. All right, so I'm going to go with the double slants again. We haven't gotten it to work yet, I don't think, so.
Who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando.
I got it off. Got hit as I threw, though, so the ball hit the guy on the helmet. I haven't really gotten that to work so far, which is disappointing. Go with Gesicki and Wilson. Actually, I'm going to put Parker on a slant, see if we can get the double slant action to work. Oh, and another drop. I threw that into a bad spot. Should have thrown that a half a second sooner.
A lot of time to change things. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in
We're going to go with the Y corner.
Now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Yeah, see, defensive backs aren't very smart. I don't know if they did that because they haven't put passing arcs into the game very well. But, like, I was able to pass it over that guy's head, and I know I can pass that over the guy's head because I've been playing it for a while now.
They can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in and picks up the first down.
Gesicki is such a strong player for us.
Good gain of 9 on 1st down. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people.
We can't ever get the blocks on that play.
Man, he got in there so quickly.
All right, so we're going to spread them out here and try and hit somebody for like a slant. Maybe Kenny Stills can get open on a slant. Maybe not. Our right guard just got blown up.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop.
All right, let's get that 10 points. All right, we'll get the ball back. The Colts weren't able to do anything with the ball when they got it back. So 14-10. Nice close game. Our defense is actually doing something this game, so it's good.
The Niners from Levi's Stadium, and we were in the Bay Area for the Raiders on Thursday night. Now right back out to watch the Niners on Monday night. Now Drake. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again.
Behind the line?
Nightmare afternoon continues.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Oh, man. Run your route, dude. I've got you open, and you just let the guy jump in front of it. Run at full speed.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
Ooh, Albert Wilson with a nice juke. Alright, 142, 10 of 15, and a touchdown. I mean, we're having a solid game. That kicking that field goal down in the end zone hurt us a bit.
Despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
We're getting guys open all over the place, so this Colts defense isn't that great. We just really need to put this ball in the end zone and try and tie this up.
And that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is,
come on, Drake. He's hurt again.
An issue for them in this game.
Great.
Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we get
Balaj was hurt the last time, too. Kenyon Drake went down in the one game, and then Balaj went down in the next. So I was, like, screwed on running backs.
He gets it into the arms of Parker, complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks
no
it
blocks.
usually after about 3 to 4 steps and cuts towards the middle of the field. And
let's hope Drake isn't injured severely, I should say.
Give the quarterback a really nice target. I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
I just tried to hit the throwaway button 3 times and it didn't register. Well, shit.
Record his 5th sack of the season.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack.
See if we can get someone about PA crossers, I guess. I'd really like to at least get into field goal range. Catch that. And he fumbled it. See what I'm saying? He caught the thing and then fumbled it. Please tell me that that's not a fumble. Let's get a closer look at this. That's okay. He's down. Give me that. Thank you. But do you see what I'm saying? My guys have really loose, what's the word I'm looking for? Loose ball handles? I don't know. They just let the opponents hit it out constantly.
On first down, Reid. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down.
Alright, that'll take us to the 4th quarter. This will give us an opportunity to tie it up here.
3 quarters have come and gone. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL.
I really want to hit Gesicki. Gesicki's been really good on these here.
The pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4.
Yep. As long as I can hit it in that window, Gesicki comes down with it. So we'll tie it up. 20th pass touchdown on the season. And our defense, oh, they held him to a field goal. It looked like they were going downfield and just marching for a second.
Throwing on first down. Reid.
Stills? Please tell me that that's a penalty on them, not on us. Okay, we get the face mask tacked on. We're going to have a good chance to take the lead here. Let's see if we can get like a different run play going or something.
Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Get to the edge, man. How are you that slow?
Lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Down on the field, we've got an injured Colt after that last play. While the training staff works on him,
really don't like running with Balaj. You can tell that he's not the best. Stills, Gesicki.
Looking to throw on 2nd down.
Oh, we almost hit that right where we needed to.
Albert Wilson, the intended receiver there. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
I know our
we get something different going here. Tight end shake, maybe? I don't like the look of this.
outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete.
Okay, I'll take that. I really am disappointed that we missed that receiver on second down. That would have set us up nicely, but... Oh, yeah, this game's out of reach now.
The Dolphins now down on the scoreboard.
We just got to try and pass it out from here.
Throwing to start the drive. Reid. Out to the right here to Wilson. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
You gotta be kidding me. And on our best offensive lineman, too.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
All right, coach, just give me suggestions at this point. I don't know what to call.
The guys who just gave up that play.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20.
This is the type of stuff that happens. We can't play a very good game. And that's a pick because Gesicki doesn't look back for the ball. God damn it. I had Gesicki open inside, so I throw the ball inside, and he lets the corner just run right around him.
The Dolphins offense now ready to go back.
Just not much you can do when your team doesn't help you out. I'm passing for a great game.
What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind.
Hitting my mark on just about every throw, and then these guys just let me down.
Yep, two-score game.
Hopefully this team adds some players in year 2.
But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Oh, there's that man again. It's complete.
I'm just going to try and build up yardage if I can.
Up there. Move the chains.
Gesicki, 115 yards. Yeah, like I said, he's been phenomenal for us.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo.
But this is the story of the season. This is why I wanted to bring you guys in and recap it for you and show you guys what exactly is going on. Because the team's just not very good.
It's caught. Stills right side.
And that's honestly no surprise to anybody. There we go. 27-17 loss. Hopefully, I mean, at this point, I wouldn't mind just losing every game and getting a really good pick and adding some talent, but I'm hoping this team can do some stuff to help us out in the offseason. I'll bring you guys back in for somewhere near the end of the season because we're not going to be in the playoff race, so I'll show you guys, you know, what other teams win the playoff games and win the Super Bowl and everything like that. There will be a Pro Bowl to play, so we might play the Pro Bowl if we make it there. Let's not count our chickens before they hatch, but I'll see you guys in the next one. Leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel for more, and comment down below. I'll see you guys in my next video.